we do. We're confident in how we are helping in the industry, and then when we communicate that to realtors, to contractors, to the lenders, then they will begin to understand how we are a valuable entity in the real estate field, especially when it comes to renovation loans. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my slide presentation. Give me a second. Let me get this set up. I have some slight connection problems here, but hopefully we'll be able to get through this. The slides are loading in, so just give me just a second here. Okay. Okay, the presentation is about I lost it. As that's loading, I'll just say the value of the HUD consultant is vitally important. And it is important to know what value you bring to the process. And I think that when you take a look at this, we bring a large value to what it is we do. Now, why HUD requires a consultant? They require a consultant because we have an independent role in the process itself. And that's important because we're working for um, not only to help the borrower, but we also are looking to help the the lender and the contractors, because in order for us to be involved, when we're involved, we're actually helping out everyone move the process forward. And the contractor, the consultant rather, evaluates the property, determines required repairs, develops and detailed specifications and estimate cost. And also, we review the contractor bids, and that's important. You're not going to get, in most cases, anyone else in the industry, at least in this particular part of the industry, evaluating the contractor bids and then monitoring the construction progress, and perform draw inspections. I mean, with us going out there to do that at various checkpoints, if you will, draw inspections, that's important. And not only to the lender, but also to the borrower and the contractor as well, because let's face it, the contractor wants to know um, when are they going to get paid? What is the payment process like? How long it's going to take? What do they have to do to make sure that that is unimpeded in any way throughout this process? So we monitor the construction progress and then perform draw inspections, actually acting as the lender's if you will, de facto project manager, not an obstacle, if you will, but we're there to help and move the entire process forward from start to finish. Um, Other real estate professionals in this transaction will not go to the extent to help lenders and borrowers. We do identify um, hidden repairs. We uncover structural, mechanical, and safety issues before closing, and that's important, as we all know, and preventing costly surprises that derail loans or inflate project budgets. That's vitally important because, as we well know, once you close, you have a defined amount of money in order to finish the work that is noted in the specification of repairs report and get to completion where everything is done and is done correctly. Um, Also, we verify pricing accuracy. We ensure the contractor bids reflect fair market value in the areas of where we are doing business. That's important. What may cost $100 in Indianapolis, which is where I'm from, it may not be that amount in California or Texas. It may be more or less, depending on where you're located geographically. So it's up to the consultant to make sure that that those bids reflect fair market value, and then we develop accurate repair scopes, which reduces the inflated estimates, and that helps protect the funds that are in escrow for the work that needs to be done. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can you try to click the present button, sir, at the top rightmost part of the screen? It's beside the share button so that we can have a better view of your slides.
Okay. There we
Mhm.
go. All right. I did that
There.
before. For whatever reason, it didn't click. Okay. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Okay. Now I just lost it. Hold on a second. There we go again. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm having some connection issues here. Give me just a second.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, the consultants help standardize specifications. Consultants would create a consistent, detailed repair standards, and then verify that the contractor qualifications meet in their work meet those FHA requirements, which does prevent inflated or inaccurate estimates before work begins. And that's important because once we know um, everything it is that they're supposed to do, we know that the lender will know this. We know that the borrower, our customer, will know this, and the contractor knows this, and we communicate that everyone is on the same page, and the process and the project through the process moves forward much more smoothly. Okay, so we do help the lenders maintain high loan quality by standardizing repair specifications, verifying the contractor qualifications, and confirming that all work is completed before any funds are released. It's important, we can't sign off on any funds unless we know that work has been done and we document that work has been done. So that's a value, if you will, that's a worth to not only the lender, but definitely to the borrower who wants to make sure that money that is being released is going to work that's been completed. And, we confirm that completion. Okay, we protect the loan funds. before any funds are released, like I just mentioned, we verify the work through the inspection, a draw inspection, and we make sure that the workmanship, if you will, is up to standards with the materials and the installation quality. And we do all of this making sure that the contractor is completing the work on task, on time, and making sure that they get paid for work that they or have done actually, not work that they're promising to do. And that's so important because I have heard of, and maybe you have too, where some contractors have gotten paid for work that they have not done yet. It's based on a promise, and that can lead to problems in the future. So we want to make sure that, and we do make sure that work is being done that has been contractors are being paid for work that has been done, and so that's what they're getting paid for. Okay. Now, how do consultants help the lenders reduce defaults? Um, we set clear expectations. We define responsibilities and guide all parties, resulting in fewer defaults and more successful loan completions. Um, we do this through clear communication. And I think that's important too, because the more that we communicate with the lenders and the borrowers and also the contractors when it's necessary, we're making sure that we're all on the same page and that timelines are met. And it just reduces the stress level, reduces the concern about anything that may go wrong throughout the entire process. So the consultants clearly communicate required repairs. We set realistic project timelines and keep borrowers informed at every stage of the renovation process. The more we do this, the better we get at it. And we can make sure that we're able to not only do it, but talk about it, and we feel comfortable in what we're saying because we've done that before many a times. Um, we have defined responsibilities by defining the contractor responsibilities and project expectations up front. The consultants reduce disputes and help ensure successful project completion with fewer defaults. Once the contractor has the specification of repairs report, it's like a blueprint, a guideline. Okay, you need to do this, you do these things, you're going to get paid for it. And this is how much you're going to get paid for doing that work. And everybody knows that throughout the entire process while this loan is going on, while this project is going on. Um, by doing this, it improves customer satisfaction. The consultants help deliver a smoother borrower experience, reducing complaints, eliminating surprises, and maintaining clear communication from application through the final draw. Um, with clear repair specs and proactive updates, we keep borrowers informed at every stage and reducing misunderstandings and preventing costly disputes during the renovation process. That's important. Sometimes during the renovation process, one or another party, meaning the borrower, may want something that is not in the specification of repairs report, or the contractor gets involved with something or takes out a wall and they notice something that needs to be corrected before they can move forward. This is important to make sure they know what steps are going to be taken in order to continue to move the project forward to completion. So it may require, a change order. clearly documenting and defining exactly what needs to be done, because we need to make sure that this work is taken care of and still meet the guidelines of HUD to completion. Okay, so by having better communication throughout, the consultant serves as the central point of contact between the lenders, the borrowers, the contractors, and the agents, ensuring everyone stays aligned with the loan approval to project completion. How do we keep the deals alive? Common FHA fails include roofing, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and structural concerns. Um, You know, sometimes when people go look at a house, they say, well, it needs a new roof. I don't want to deal with that. Or, the plumbing in there is all messed up. We may have to put in all new plumbing in the house. So they may not want to deal with that. They may want to walk away because of that. Well, a HUD consultant develops a detailed repair plan to address these issues, which keep the transaction alive and moving forward to closing. So by doing that, we can help save the transaction that normally it would may fail with some buyers that come to look at a particular house, or maybe the real estate agent may not want to show them that house because they already know that it needs a new roof or it needs plumbing or what have you. Well, with having a HUD consultant there, we can detail exactly what needs to be done and in most cases be able to give them a cost estimate in what that's going to cost them in order to get that work done as well. By doing this, we can help the real estate agents um, increase their listings and that they can sell. Properties that need repair no longer have to sit unsold with a HUD consultant. Distressed or outdated homes become financeable. And that's important because now the real estate agent rather, can show them an array of homes, some that need work, maybe some that need a little bit more work than others. And they don't always have to look at these homes that has everything completed, because in most cases the price of those homes are somewhat elevated, more so than the ones that need to have work done to them. So this helps the real estate agents because it opens the door to a wider pool of qualified buyers as well. Okay, so it goes from distressed to desirable, some of these properties, because now you know that what you're looking at, yes, there are things that need to be done, but we can get those things done, and this, in most cases, is what it's going to cost. So homes with roofing, plumbing, or structural issues can qualify for FHA financing, 203K financing, turning hard to sell listings into attractive opportunities. Real estate agents need to know this. And so when you're out talking to real estate agents, it's important that you bring that up because that helps them increase their potential listings and obviously could help you in your business moving forward. So you're showing them more about what you're worth in the process and your value in the process itself. This expands the market. Agents who leverage 203K loans can close more deals. They can serve more buyers, and they can build a reputation for solving complex transactions that in most cases others either can't or just don't. And that definitely helps the listing agents. It helps buyers purchase difficult homes. It unlocks homes others can't finance. Many buyers walk away from homes needing major repairs. With a HUD consultant, they can finance outdated kitchens, roof replacements, foundation repairs, plumbing upgrades, and electrical overhauls, all in one loan. That's important to note and to communicate that to the agents. The lenders, in most cases, already know this, but it's still important to communicate that to them. And definitely, it's important to communicate that to your customer, your borrower, so they'll know that this can be done. That way, difficult homes once again become real opportunities for them to renovate and to move into. All of this does eliminate the guesswork for the agents. Consultants provide a clear repair specifications of the accurate cost estimates for the entire project, and organize contractor coordination, removing uncertainty from every transaction. Clear repair specs, detail written specifications, define exactly what work is required, eliminating ambiguity and preventing costly misunderstandings between agents, buyers, and contractors. When we do this, we're identifying work that definitely has to be done in order for the work to meet minimum HUD standards. So we are also identifying what um, maybe something that the buyers want to do, as opposed to something that they have to do. And so that way we'll be able to follow this throughout the entire process and make sure that we don't spend too much money on the non-required items, but we definitely have to get the money spent on the required items. And we specify that up front with our specification of repairs report and making sure that we know which is which. We also, consultants coordinate contractor bids, establish realistic project timelines, and manage the renovation process so agents can't focus or can focus on closing the deal. So we have that side of the process as to where it's augmenting or helping the agents and also helping the lenders, subsequently definitely helping the buyers as well. Real estate agents who partner with a HUD 203K consultant, they build a reputation as renovation loan experts, closing tough listings. Others sometimes just walk away from, and they also generating steady referrals by partnering with us. They drive more referrals. Agents known for closing distressed and fixer-upper properties, uh, they do attract repeat customers, investor referrals, and listing competitors usually, don't want to touch. So they close tough listings with a consultant on their team. Properties with deferred maintenance or FHA issues become opportunities and not dead ends. And so they do stand out in the market. These are, real estate agents. They can stand out in the market because they can bring this to their clients, knowing that they have someone as a consultant that can help them throughout that particular type of process. One loan, lower cash needed. This is important to communicate this because a lot of times people don't know this. I don't know how many times I've spoken with customers that I've done just regular home inspections on, and they were looking at a number of different things that they needed to do to the house, and And when I heard how they were talking about, well, we need to do this, we need to do that, and so on, I did communicate with them about the HUD 203K loan process and how consultants can assist with that, and where they can get one loan and possibly lower cash needed through this type of a loan process. So it's important to be able to communicate that with them, so they'll know, what their options are. So a single mortgage covers both the purchase and renovation, reducing upfront costs and simplifying the path to home ownership. Um, One simple mortgage, no need to separate purchase and construction loans. The HUD 203K combines both into one manageable monthly payment. And oftentimes with that, there is lower upfront cash. Renovation costs are financed directly into the mortgage, which significantly reduces the cash a buyer needs to bring to closing. When you communicate that to the buyers, they will definitely realize the worth that is to them. And by you communicating that to them, they also will realize your worth to them as well. And likewise, if you were to communicate that to the agents, listing agents, they should know that. And I think throughout the entire process, as you communicate these type of things to these entities, they will see and know what your worth and what your value is as being a HUD 203K consultant. Professional guidance and investment protection. Your consultant guides every step. Your consultant explains required and optional repairs, manages your budget, and sets clear contractor expectations, then ensures every repair is completed, inspected, and fully documented to protect your investment. And that's important. They know that they have someone right along with them, knowing what the process is about, where you are in the process, and explaining that to you, because let's face it, while this process or project is going on, the customers are doing what they do. They're at work, they have family obligations just like you do, and so on. So if they have someone there that, can periodically meet with them and telling them where they are in the process and, what's next, what we just completed, that type of thing, they know they have professional guidance that's helping them every step of the way. By doing this, detailed repair specifications developed by the HUD consultant, it does reduce surprises. It prevents cost overruns and keep renovation projects on budget and on a schedule for the home buyers. Detailed specifications and documentation. We provide comprehensive work write-ups, defining every repair in detail, eliminating ambiguity, reducing contractor disputes. Because if you don't have ambiguity, if things are clear, it's rare that you're going to have a contractor dispute unless they just want to walk away from the job for whatever reason. Um, and it prevents unexpected cost during mid-project. You don't want to have unexpected costs during mid-project. If that happens, the project is slowed down or maybe even stopped, and while a dispute is being worked out, and that doesn't help anyone throughout the entire process. So you want to make sure that you want to have the comprehensive work write-ups in the beginning, which defines all the repairs in detail. Budget and schedule control. Clear documentation and defined scopes keep the projects on track. It minimizes change orders and ensure home buyers stay within their approved renovation budget. And that's important, staying within the renovation budget. We all know how budgets can get just blown apart, whether it's our own personal finances or whatever. But if we have done our due diligence from the beginning as the HUD consultant in preparing the clear documentation of what needs to be done, the scope of the work itself, then we can stay on track of getting that work done and making sure that the project is moving forward to completion. Now, how do consultants help contractors? We've talked about how consultants can help the lenders. We've talked about how the consultants can help the agents, listing agents. We've talked about how the consultants can help the borrowers, our customers, the direct customers. How do we help the contractors? Um, well, by clear work write-ups, detailing repair specifications, which eliminates confusion, giving the contractors a precise scope of work so projects can start right and stay on track. Um, you don't want a hodgepodge of things getting done second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, then we'll go back to first. We want to make sure that we have a detailed specifications, repair specifications to make sure that work gets done in a timely manner and in order. We have an organized payment process. Again, I know I mentioned earlier in this presentation how contractors want to know when are they going to get paid? How are they going to get paid? After they sign the draw paperwork, how long is it going to take to go through the process? Can you help them with that? So we organize the payment process. We structure draw inspections, documenting milestones, ensuring contractors are paid promptly for completed and verified workstations. Okay, work stages, I should say. Um, I haven't been on a job yet where I've met a contractor that asked me, that didn't ask me, how do they get paid or when are they going to get paid? So I have to assume they all want to know this. And I've been doing this for quite a while. They all want to know this, and it's important that we have answers for them there. So it's up to us as being the consultant to try to have those answers for them when it's asked. If not, we'll be able to get the answers for them because we're there to help the contractors as well, not only start the job but complete the job. This helps with fewer disputes, with defined scopes and clear communication. Misunderstandings with lenders and homeowners are reduced, and it keeps the project moving smoothly and moving forward. Uh, Example one, an Indianapolis home renovation. An older Indianapolis home required a new roof, full plumbing updates, and electrical updates before it could qualify for FHA financing. HUD 203K consultant stepped into to develop a comprehensive work write-up, coordinated contractor bids, and guided the transaction to a successful closing. Um, Older Indianapolis home with aging roof, outdated plumbing, and electrical deficiencies identified during the consultant evaluation and inspection. And then after the renovation was complete, the consultant developed a full um, um, work write-up, reviewed and coordinated contractor bids, monitored construction and verified completion. Transaction closed successfully. So we can go from, what the distressed property is when they first look at it to the completion of what it is that they want to have, and that's what we do. We help the customer, the lender, and definitely the contractor get from what they started with to what the customer wants at the end when the project is complete. Real estate project example. Number two, a foundation repair before closing. Foundation concerns were identified early in the process. The HUD 203K consultant established a clear repair scope, coordinated corrective work, and ensured financing proceeded smoothly to a successful closing. So the consultant identified the structure foundation concerns early, developed a detailed repair scope, and coordinated quality contractor bids to address all issues again before the closing. And you can see the work being done in the right on the right hand side where the foundation work is being done. So with a clear repair plan in place, corrective foundation work was completed, inspected, and documented, allowing financing to proceed smoothly and the transaction to close successfully. Example number three, water intrusion and mold remediation. Consultant developed a full remediation and repair specifications, which helped the lender understand required work scope before closing. Financing proceeded successfully after corrective work was completed. So you can see here the remediation and repair specifications. The consultant identified water intrusion sources, developed a mold remediation specification plan, and coordinated the contractor bids to address structural and moisture damage thoroughly. And then the lender guidance at closing, the consultant helped lender understand the required repairs before closing, which ensured FHA compliance and responsible fund management throughout the project. Again, knowing what your worth is and your value to the lender, to the borrower, to the real estate agent throughout the entire process, and to the contractors as well, because this is work that needed to be done. And so everyone throughout the entire process, had to be notified and to know, how we move forward. That's what your worth and your value is as a 203K consultant. I've identified, and I'm sure there's more, at least 16 ways a HUD consultant adds value. Um, One, we reduce lender risk. They know that we're there, we're doing what we do. The risk that they are uh, uh, undertaking is less because there's a HUD consultant. We have eyes on the project. Um, we help save transactions. We talked about that. We help buyers purchase distressed homes. Um, we create accurate repair specifications. Um, we produce realistic cost estimates. We review the contractor bids. We prevent inflated pricing. We coordinate inspections. We monitor the construction. We verify draw requests. We protect escrow funds, reduces change orders. We improve communication. We document progress throughout this process. We ensure required repairs are completed, and we support realtors and renovation um, expertise. In summing up, teamwork builds success. Collaboration at the core of every 203K loan. The HUD consultant unites lenders, borrowers, realtors, contractors, and inspectors under one shared plan, which ensures renovations are completed properly, funds are managed responsibly, and FHA standards are met, and closings go smoothly. Thank you. And at this time, will open this up for any questions or concerns that you may have.
I'll just say that it was a very nice presentation, Curtis.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Any,
Hey, cool. Thank you. That was great.
thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Any comments about any of the details there in the presentation? If not, I think we're right at the time that I had allotted for this call and this presentation. So I do appreciate everyone being in attendance this morning. I sincerely appreciate your question and comments. You can put them in Slack if you think of anything, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.